right, y'all, it's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building. And this is your José Aldo versus Merab Dvalishvili breakdown. Really great fight in the bantamweight division on UFC 278. Probably one of the one of the fights to watch on the card. This pay-per-view is a 3-fight pay-per-view basically. It's very similar to UFC 273 if you remember. Volkanovski versus Zombie, Jan versus Aldo, and obviously Kamzat versus Burns. So this is the same thing here. Aldo versus Merab, Luke Rocco versus Costa, and obviously in the main event, Kumar Usman versus Leon Edwards 2. But this feature fight, it's a great fight. I feel like he should have been fighting for a belt, but it's a weird situation because you have TJ in there, and he's coming off that win over Corey Sandhagen, and it seemed like he was supposed to fight for the belt, and it's just that weird booking, right? You made a promise to him, right? And he has to fight for the belt. But, honestly, Corey Sandhagen over a 3-fight win streak against Pedro Munoz, Marlon Chito Vera, and obviously Rob Font. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And that Marlon Vera win for Aldo is aging pretty well for him. And he did beat that man Chito, who just won last week over Dominic Cruz. So it's a good win for him. But he's in a weird situation, right? It's almost as if kind of the UFC are playing a little bit of games with Aldo, and he's kind of getting booked a little weirdly. But like I'm saying though, this is a great fight between him and Merab. Merab is a guy that he needs this kind of fight, so Aldo's kind of doing him the favor for giving him this kind of fight because Merab's resume isn't the greatest because he hasn't had an opportunity to fight some of the better guys, and I've never been sold on Merab, right? There's always been something that's just bugged me about him. But after that last fight, I saw something in Merab a lot of people didn't. I think maybe I was the only one who had this reaction. I gained respect for the guy, real talk. And I think this is going to be a great fight between him and Aldo. I really can't wait for it. Aldo has been known historically to be the anti-wrestler, the wrestler killer, right? And Merab has been known as the guy, the machine, the guy that puts that pace on you, the guy that takes you down a million damn times. I think this is going to be a great fight, and I cannot wait for it. In terms of the rankings, Aldo is number 3 and Merab is number 6. So you can just see that Aldo is giving Merab a big fight right here because he didn't have to accept this. Being the number 3 guy in the world, fighting number 6 guy, you're fighting down, right? So this is a big opportunity for Merab. So gatekeeping, whatever you want to call it, or legit number 1 contender fight, whatever you want to call it, it's going to be a banger fight. But yeah, in terms of the stats, José Aldo comes with a record of 31-7, extremely experienced record. As fighting out of Brazil, age 35, man. That number, Aldo has been a young guy his whole entire career, and he's been fighting forever. But that is the number where usually it's your last year of your best year, so he doesn't have much time left. A height of 5'7" and a reach of 70. Merab comes with a record of 14-4, so you can see that there is a experience difference. Is fighting out of New York, age 31. So you see right there, 35-31. Obviously, Merab is going into his prime, and Aldo is near the end of his prime, right? Just age-wise. A height of 5'6" and a reach of 68. So obviously, Aldo's going to be the taller, longer guy, but Merab is the younger guy. Aldo's the more experienced guy. So we're going to see how these things match up, right? Because usually, experience, it could be good experience or it could be bad experience. You could have an experience of getting knocked out a bunch of times, right? You know what I'm saying? And with Merab, youth can be a great thing. It can be a bad thing. You have the youth to take punches, or maybe you have the youth to not understand what you should not take, right? So you can look at those things however you want to look at them. But in terms of resume, like I was saying, Merab, right? Some of his best wins are Marlon Moraes and Cody Stamann and Dotson. So those are the 3 best wins. He fought Gustavo Lopez. Casey Kenny's actually a good one. I forgot about that. He got in there with Ricky Simon. He lost to Ricky Simon and Frankie Shans. He beat I forgot he did beat Rafael Stotts. He beat Rafael Stotts and Tony Gravely. He has some good wins. He did lose to Ricky Bandejas, which is not the greatest in the world, if you know about Ricky. But But yeah, man, I forgot he beat Tony Gravely, huh? And Rafion Stotts has been doing his thing on Bellator. Obviously, I know Rafion has. He commented one thing on my YouTube's like, "Shut up." So it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, it's a good win. He's been doing great stuff in Bellator. But yeah, I'm not like compared to Aldo's resume. You can't really compare, but. You want to talk about his most recent performances? Let's just talk about the Cody Stamann and the Marlon Rice fight. The Stamann fight, I mean, he was able to just outwill Stamann. And I felt like he really beat Stamann. Wrestler versus wrestler. It was a good scrap, takedown for takedown, and he just outworked Stamann. Stamann was super motivated that day, and he just was able to outwork him, and he got the victory. And then against Marlon Rice. So this is the fight that people are going to look at. And I picked Marlon. If you remember, I picked Marlon Rice. I was so confident Marlon was going to knock him out. I was like, this is where it ends for Merab. And some people got turned off by it. But me, I'm a big guy on overcoming adversity. That man was dead. He was dead, yo. Shouldn't have been in there. They should have stopped the fight. He should have been dead. All right? He should have been out cold. It should have been one of those fights that it got stopped a little too late. A few extra punches got snuck in there. But it wasn't. It was almost like Rocky-esque. He came back, put a goddamn whooping on Marlon. Marlon got beat up in that fight. A lot of people think about the Song Yadong loss. People think about the Corey Sandhagen knockout or the Rob Font knockout. But, man, that one, the repeated ground and pound shots that he took, at the end of the first round and the second round, it was just nuts. It was like, fuck, he's getting fucked up. And he overcame adversity, and I saw something. I saw a mentality that a lot of these other bantamweights don't have. Something that Peter Yan has, just that ability to go through fire. And as much as I like Aldo doesn't have that. And I'm not trying to diss Aldo, but I've seen him wilt. Now, when he has a great fight, he has a good performance, and he's a hard guy to beat. But when you make things tough for him, you make him tired, he's not the same guy he was in the first round. Now, obviously, this is a 3-round fight. So this is what makes this fight really hard for me to go against Aldo, right? It's a 3-round fight, right? 3-round Aldo is a GOAT. He's undefeated. You know what I'm saying? And actually, he's not undefeated. He did lose. I think 3-round Aldo lost to Marlon. I thought he won that fight, by the way. And he lost to Volkanovski, and I think Volk is the only one to beat 3-1 Aldo. But you look at Aldo's resume, man, you can just go off on the list, right? Just look at the guys he's beaten, man. Like, it's fucking insane. Fucking Cub Swanson, Mike Brown, Uriah Faber, Mark Hominick, Kenny Florian, Chad Mendez, Frankie Edgar, Korean Zombie, Ricardo Lamas, Chad Mendez again. He did lose to Connor, which that was kind of like, that's when he started to get some L's on his record. He beat Frankie in the rematch, lost to Max Holloway twice, had a beautiful performance against Jeremy Stevens where he caught him to the body, beat Renato Mocanho. He lost to Volkanovski. I thought he beat Marlon. I really did. I know some people to this day, they're like, eBay, can you just shut the fuck up about that? You know, Marlon won, bro. Just get over it. You know, But I thought fucking Aldo won that fight. So, yeah, it is what it is. But he does have a loss to Marlon Moraes. Got destroyed by Peter Yan, especially in that 5th round. My bad. It was a good fight, though. It was competitive. It was a good scrap. But, yeah, man, Yan fucking killed him in that 5th round. The ground and pound was crazy. And then, obviously, he's on his 3-fight win streak. Marlon Vera, Pedro Munoz, and Rob Font. And against Rob Font, there were moments, right? Rob Font took him down. Rob Font outlanded him. He outworked him. But the thing was, every time Aldo touched him, he got hurt, dropped him, and he was able to control him. There were moments where Aldo was able to control him on the ground and stuff like that. And then Aldo started implementing more leg kicks. So that was a good thing for him to look into that fight. But with the matchup against Merab, I talked about both of their guys' resumes, and I talked about their most recent fights. Here's the thing I look at, right? Aldo needs to hurt Merab bad, and he needs to hurt him in every round to win this fight. That's how I feel. He has great takedown defense, right? He does. But you look at the 135-pound fights he's been in, he got taken down by Marlon. If you remember in the first round, he got taken down by Marlon Moraes. Against Peter Yan, he actually did get taken down by some trips. right? Against Vera didn't take him down. He outgrappled Vera. Against Munoz, he didn't have that opportunity, right? They just had a striking match, right? Against Rafa was able to take him down. So, if these guys are able to take you down at 135, now at 145, I felt like his takedown defense was legit, right? He was a wrestling fucking sprawl god. But at 135, I've seen too many guys actually like have successful attempts. I don't know if it was just he got surprised, but he has great hips. Don't get it twisted. But Merab is a guy that just puts a pace on people, and I have a weird feeling that he's gonna win this fight. I don't know why. I can't tell y'all. I don't know why, but I feel like he's gonna win this fight. I could be wrong, but I think Merab, with the pressure and the output, and also just the constant wrestling pace, I think he wins this fight. I really, really do. If Aldo touches him up and gets him out of there, good on Aldo. But I just think the wrestling onslaught is going to be hard for him, right? I'm sorry, I'm messing with this little thing. I don't know why I do that. But yeah, I just think Merab is going to win this fight. I just don't know why I feel that way. Like, I just have a weird feeling. But I can give you a good reason. Because at 135, I just don't know if he's just... It's just different. Like, the takedown defense is different. I've seen too many guys take him down, and I just think Merab is almost kind of getting, like, disrespected by some of the cappers in the MMA community, because it's like, this guy can win this fight. He really can. Stylistically, Aldo's a power puncher. He does have power, but I would say Marlon has more of a knockout upside at 135. He has way more knockouts than Aldo at 135. So, Aldo doesn't really... I don't think he's finished anyone at 35, right? So, I honestly don't think he's going to be able to finish Merab. I could see it. Merab he's shown a little bit of a chin issue, but I just feel like even if Merab gets dropped in this fight, I just feel like he's going to outwill Aldo. Even though it's in a 3-round fight, I think he's going to break Aldo. I really, really do believe that. And I'm rocking with Merab by decision. I could even say 3rd-round TKO by Merab. But yeah, it is what it is. That's my pick. I know it's crazy, right? I go against Merab in his Marlon fight, but now I'm picking him. He gained my respect. I really do think this kid has some potential. And I could be wrong, but I think there's championship upside in this kid. Real talk. Real talk. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter. Subscribe, like, comment, and share the video. Let's get this eBay Fight Prediction Nation growing. And your boy is out of here.
What a good day. What a stupid accident. Okay.